See, they're biting the tree. She's teaching everybody to bite the tree.
Oh, look at her. Is that your dog? Biting the tree. Yeah, you want to see what you do? Yeah, she's pretty.
What are you doing? Are you supposed to be biting that tree? No, you're not, are you?
Yeah, right.
You're not supposed to be biting the trees. You're not a beaver. They're not going to come down with you biting the tree either. Well, if there is a squirrel up that tree, this is what they see when they're looking down. I wouldn't come down either. Absolutely not. So I will start out day number 3 like I did day number 2 with my guardian here, checking things out to make sure we're all safe. Lots of rain yesterday evening, lots of rain during the night. I hope it doesn't rain all day today. I'm hoping to take a walk up to the store and maybe do a few steps on the Appalachian Trail. We'll see what the day brings. If you don't mind if I get footage of you getting footage of me.
I'm gonna tag
It
your
is
channel.
Sophie. And there's Donovan. And I forgot your puppy's name already.
Zoe.
What is it?
Zoe.
Zoe.
Zoe and
Hi,
Sophie.
Zoe.
Not a good idea to wear black sweats today.
And of course, my Jazzy.
Well, it wasn't that hot.
So 3 of the butterfly ladies and I, which includes our puppies, are walking up to the general store so that we can get into some Wi-Fi and see what's going on in the rest of the world. So walking with me today is Michelle from Life with Michelle Silver. We have Lori Marie and we have Sandy. And we're going to see how far we can get in this hot, muggy day. You hear the sound of the park rangers mowing, which is always a nice sound. This is the backyard trail, and then we have a campground trail. We got to get over here. There's a car coming.
The signs, and I started seeing
How pretty is this? This is nice. I have my fishing poles. Is this where I can go fishing? Yep. I'm a Pennsylvania resident. So we are approaching the Pine Grove Furnace General Store. This is the only place where we can get Wi-Fi so we can check in on the rest of the world. It was a stable.
up one side down the other.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's a landing and then it has more spinners. That's so strange.
It is strange.
That's the Ranger Fire Control Station. So we're going to stop in here at the general store. I'm going to cross the road so I can see what these beautiful flowers are. Oh, are those pretty? I wonder if those are the mock orange. I'm not sure, but they are pretty. And here we are on the other side of that building, which is the general store. It says it's open, so I hope to go in and maybe get something good. Who knows? Oh, look at these beautiful flowers. Are these azaleas, I believe? With the bees, the bumblebee.
Oh, look at that. Big job. What are you gonna make? What are you gonna make with that? To draw pictures?
Lots of bees.
Pretty good.
Jazzy Jack jerking on me, so sorry about that. Oh, how pretty are these? Love the colors. They got a little bit of myrtle here with other miscellaneous flowers that I don't know what they are because they're not blooming. And Jazzy's trying to chip me up. Well, it's just down to me and Sandy and the two pups, and the other two girls have headed back before it gets too hot. But straight ahead of us is the museum, which I would like to pop into for a few minutes at some point. I'm going to move over here to the edge of the road because we're coming up on the major highway. I don't know. We've made it into the visitor center, which is very dog friendly. And oh yes, we're happy. Did you say thank you? She talks, but not at the right time.
Oh,
so.
okay. Hi, Jazzy. Hi, sweetie.
Can
How
you
are
talk
you?
to her?
Can you say
Wants to give
hello?
Oh, she's wandering the whole place now. She thinks she owns it. Says, what else is back there?
Anybody that will pay me attention?
What else is?
Oh, she knows where the treats are.
Hey, what are you doing? Are you making yourself at home?
Look, right at the treats. Yep. You had some treats.
You've had enough,
Yes,
Jazzy.
you
I
did,
think you've had
Jazzy.
enough.
How you doing?
You're very nice.
Good, can I help you?
So look what we found here in the visitor center. Does this remind you of anyone? I mean, really, this is awesome. I need this for home. Except that I got the real
What's the rain
version.
prediction?
Well, this is part of the Appalachian Trail that runs from Maine to Georgia. And I'm just going to walk just a little bit of it just to say I've done it. And Jazzy can say she's done it. We're not going to go very far, maybe just down to where you can see those people down there. We need the exercise. Oh, the little blossoms coming off the trees or the leaves. Quiet and peaceful down in here. The parking lot is right over there. You can drive up to it to get onto the trail. I connected onto the trail at the visitor center. Look at these buttercups. Do you smell the buttercups, Jazzy? Are you smelling the flowers or are you smelling something else? I think at this point, I'm just going to turn around and head back. I haven't really done much of the trail. As you can see, there's where I entered. If I had more time, I might consider it. But it's getting quite warm right now, so I'm going to head back and I'll enjoy the breeze on the walk back. So at the end of this part of the trail is where you find the furnace that I stopped and filmed yesterday. This area of Pennsylvania is absolutely beautiful. Pennsylvania overall is a very beautiful state, as long as you stay away from the big cities like Pittsburgh and Philadelphia. But the mountains of Appalachia are just absolutely to die for. And I'm going in circles because my dog is going around in circles around me and trying to trip me up. If it weren't for this nice breeze, I don't think I'd be doing much more of this walk. It is supposed to be 85 degrees today. The humidity is already up there, but the breeze is making it doable. I'm sure I'll be quite warm by the time I get back to the site. But there is the furnace again. Always happy to take pictures whenever I go by anything that I find quite interesting. Turn left at the stop sign and you'll work your way to the campground. Coming up on the little stream that runs under this bridge. I'm gonna go across the road and get a picture of it coming from the other direction. Oh, Jazzy hears the water. She'd like to be playing in it. Love the sound of the bubbling brook. All the little whirligigs coming down off the tree. And we're on our way back to camp. Oh, look at all that wonderful skunk cabbage. I live beside a patch of this, but it's down over the bank, and I don't bother going down to see it. But since I'm walking by, yeah, I'll just take a picture of it. When this stuff gets ripe, it does smell bad. And when your dog rolls in it, you'd have swore she was sprayed by a skunk. I don't know if I'm getting this butterfly in there or not, but he is moving quickly. And we'll let him go on our way. Let him go on his way, and we'll go on our way. The entrance of the campground, and I'm sure the wind has made an effect, not a positive one, on all my filming today. But without that breeze, I wouldn't be able to do this. And we are back home at our campsite, number 39. And as I suspected, I left my bottle of water right there on the table. Mother Nature decorated the van for me overnight with a thunderstorm. She did a good job. I've been looking to see where all my pictures of my butterflies on my van went, and I couldn't find them, so I figured, well, I'll just do another little picture right here. so that when people see me drive by, they know that it is Minivan Go. Do I look warm? I know I feel warm. It is going to be like 85 degrees today. I'm sure it's quite close to that right now. If it weren't for the breeze, I would not be able to handle this at all. But we just got back from a nice long walk. We went up to the general store. We stopped at the visitor center. I bought myself a magnet. Got down around where the furnace was at. I just did a nice loop around. I even did a couple of steps on the Appalachian Trail. I figure if I'm going to be here a little bit longer, I might do it a little bit later, get a little bit further. But as it was, I was already getting tired. So I just decided it was time to come back, sit down, make some lunch, and when I feel like moving, I'm going to get up and do just that. There she is, cooling off under the table. Of course, I'm sure she's waiting for a nibble as well. I'll be fixing lunch here in a few minutes, and she gets a bite too. Look at who's here to see us. And you're wrapped around the table. Come on over here. Jazzy, come on over here. It's Isabella. It's Isabella. Oh, don't be me, don't be. Oh my gosh. Oh, goodness. Wait. How are you, my dear?
I am doing great.
Oh, wonderful.
Bringing gritties, yumminess together.
I love you.
Thank you.
Well, I just went up to wash the dishes after dinner, and I'm coming back through this little pathway, and my little Jazzy is sitting down here at the end of it, patiently waiting for Mommy to come back. Oops, I'm not showing her, I'm showing the path. Don't want to stumble over anything, you know. Here's my girl. You're such a good girl. Yes, you are. You're such a good girl. Thank you.
I like jazz.
Well, I came back down to Lola's little meetup, and I see all these ladies wearing their angel hats. How lovely this is. Love the colors.
Like you want to be
You see the flames, the colors and the flames. That's really cool.
Oh yeah, I like those too. That's neat. Well, it was wonderful meeting all of you ladies.
Are you heading in?
I'm heading in for the night, and I'm going to be leaving in the morning.
Oh, so safe travels.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes, travel.
you get the blue
I
flames.
shall.
And I'm so glad you came.
I
hope you had a good
appreciate
time.
everything you guys have done. I love the halos. Those are great. And I was filming dark for a while. So. Good morning. It is Thursday morning, the last morning of our meetup. Jazzy's doing her guard thing. Making sure everything's safe before we get out of the car. I hear chipmunks chirping and birds chirping, and oh, what a nice morning. It's supposed to rain pretty soon. She's tuned into something. We'll be leaving a little bit later. I'm going to get my breakfast in, both of us, and Well, it's time to go make our breakfast. I'm going to be leaving shortly. Get the breakfast done, get the van packed up, and hit the road. It was a nice meetup. It was good to see old friends, wonderful to make new friends. Now down the road for the next adventure. Okay, it is 20 after 10 and I'm getting ready to leave my campsite. I had a very enjoyable 3 days with the butterfly tribe at Patty's Pennsylvania Roundup #2. She did a wonderful job putting all of this together. And I thank her, we all thank her. God bless you, Patty. Safe travels, and I will see you down the road. And to everyone else who pitched in and helped out with everything, you are so appreciated. I met a lot of wonderful new people, and I think I've established a few strong friendships here. I am really looking forward to the next adventure. I will probably be back with a few additions to the end of this video. No doubt I will be back for a few additions to the end of this video, but for now, I will just say see you on the road. Oh, it's now 11:30. There's a couple of deer crossing the road. 3 deer. How about that? 4, 5. I know. I'm just leaving the campground. It took me over an hour to say my goodbyes to my friends. And look at, we have some deer over here that just crossed the road, and they're getting back into the brush far enough that it's hard to see them, but Jazzy sees them. So I am going to be stopping at the country store. I call it the country store. It's the general store, so I can use my Wi-Fi up there and figure out how to get back home from here. And the rain is starting. Jazzy's wondering if we're there yet. We're in the town of Clearfield, Pennsylvania. A couple hours from home. She's up checking around to make sure that we're still heading in the right direction. Gonna go lay down now. Well, guess who's back and looking over my other shoulder? I guess she's anxious to see if we're getting home yet. I am nearing home. However, this is one of my favorite places on earth, Tionesta Lake. Tionesta, Pennsylvania, in Forest County, was my second home for many years. My husband and I had our cabin in the woods here in the Allegheny National Forest. And the beauty of this place is what made me fall in love with nature so much. I think I already had it in me from when I was a child and ran the mountains. And then I lost that somewhere along the way. And then when I started seeing him, it all came back, and I have not changed. Please excuse the squeaky windshield wipers. Not much I can do about it with all this rain coming down, although it is letting up just a little bit. So there's our Allegheny River, and we're coming into the little town of Tionesta. Our cabin was up the mountain this way, and then down over the other side. I sure miss that place. But we had some of the best times there. Some wonderful memories. And we just ended up going on to a different adventure in our lives by getting married. Imagine that. So this is beautiful downtown Tionesta. Maybe someday we'll have to have a meetup in this area. There is a National Forest Service campground nearby. So now we cross over the Allegheny River here. By golly, I think it's getting lighter after all these hours. It's getting a lot brighter. And my favorite river to fish. We caught a lot of nice fish out of that river. And that was the Allegheny River. Going up the hillside leaving Tionesta. You wouldn't know it today, but in 1985, May 31st, 1985 is when we had a tornado outbreak here, and this entire hillside was stripped of all these trees. Hard to believe that after all these years, but it's all come back, and it's just as beautiful as ever.